another edition of the Baby Steps to Greatness Sierra Vista Show. And I'm here today, as you can see the backdrop, this awesome creative space. Like I walk in here and I feel so inspired because there's so much art and creativity and color and everything around me. We're here at Your Space LLC, which is in my hometown. You guys know why I wanted to do this show, was to highlight and focus on amazing, awesome businesses where I live in Sierra Vista, Arizona. So we're here this morning with Cecilia, who's the owner of Your Space. So Cecilia, really quick, like we had to position the camera so you guys could even get a little taste of what it's like to be in here. And y'all are going to see me looking around just because it's stuff all over the place. It's signs.
Lots of stuff.
It's art. It's everything. It's literally is a space full of creativity, and it's just awesome in here. So, Sia, why don't you tell the people a little bit about? No, tell them a lot.
Tell them
about Your Space and how it all came to be.
Let's see. Way back when, I used to go to sales and auctions and that with my mom, and we would redo things. And so I was recovering furniture and painting and doing things back in high school. When I was in the military, I was doing the same thing, and it was always my dream to open a store. And 4.5 years ago, I found a inexpensive, not the greatest location and stuff, but little place, and I was able to open. And my husband said, you know what, try it for a year, see how it goes. So now I'm on Fry Boulevard, 4.5 years later, still going strong. So it's awesome. What I do is I don't like things going to the dump. I think that we are too much of a throwaway society, and I try to take stuff that nobody else really wants or can't see it being finished, you know, and restore it and make it a usable piece again that can stay around. I think that there's so much in history and furniture, the craftsmanship and things like that. And so, and I also do it with small things, lamps, whatever, just to kind of bring them back and give some of that history to our homes, because I like to mix the modern with some of the history. And I think it just makes a house more cozier and more inviting. So
more because it feels real. It doesn't feel
like it's out of a magazine.
Yeah, or even just when it's so crafted and so constructed, it feels inauthentic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally get that.
There's a lot of great furniture out there nowadays. Don't get me wrong, in the new stuff, but the craftsmanship of the older pieces. I mean, I don't do anything that's not solid wood. It's pressed wood. That thing will fall apart, and it's heavy, and I don't do that. And if I do have a piece like that, I will write on there, this is new. This is what I usually do.
Like, I want you guys to know, but I think that is so. You said something that really hit me. You said, you don't want anything to go to the dump. Like you,
it breaks my heart when I see somebody else say, "Oh, I had something like that. I threw it away." You know?
Yeah, you see life in something that other people think is like trash or thrown away. That's amazing, and that's just not furniture. You know what I'm saying? Like that is.
You should
that's
see
like
my
a
garage.
Metaphor for living.
My garage looks like it could all go to the dump, but it'll all come in here and look great. My poor husband, 3-car garage is completely full of furniture.
Oh my goodness.
Our vehicles have to sit outside.
But he supports it, and you said, you know,
he supports it. He also is my repairman, my builder. Wow. So he works a full-time job, and then he helps me out. So it's just him and I doing this. We need to nominate
him for Husband of the Year.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And what's funny, he's like, so are we going on a pick this weekend? When are we going to go to so-and-so's place? And
so now he's in it and getting you in it.
Digging through nasty barns and stuff, and he's the one that gets in there. And then we take it home and we power wash it, we disinfect it, we clean it, and then we start repairing it. Then I start painting it, sanding it, waxing it, giving it character, and bringing it back to life. So this is nothing that I click on and order and it comes to my door.
Right.
So, you know, and I still try to keep my prices down. So I make about $1 or $2 an hour.
That's the life of an entrepreneur, right? Good Lord.
Hey, but it's fun and I enjoy it.
I mean, and that is clear.
Yeah.
Just, you guys, we jumped on a few minutes after our scheduled time because the CEO had customers in the store, and I didn't want to interrupt her because she was doing her thing. She's like, oh yes, and this, and open the door. It's heavy. It's this, and you could do this, you could do this. So even me just sitting here listening to you, not only do you know your stuff, but you love this stuff.
I love
that
this
is
stuff.
Clear.
I've been selling furniture since the early 90s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've worked in about, I don't know, five different furniture stores. But it never felt the same as this.
Right.
Just having my own, doing my own thing. I always tell people I don't play well with others. I like to have my own business. I don't want to work for anybody anymore.
So like in addition to, and to see you guys, to see you has customers coming in. So if she has to jump away, then you know this is like business hours, and she's business. So we got to take care of business. So in addition to you doing the furniture, like selling the stuff that you know you revive and resurrect, you do chalk. And I think you were the person when I first started hearing about chalk painting.
I was
like
the
that.
first one that bring it to Sierra
Yeah.
Vista. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And so I've been doing classes for probably.
Y'all, this is the place to be on Fridays, okay? Like, if you are watching this from Sierra Vista Friday morning, this is where you need to be. This is the spot.
It's always fun in here. How'd that fit?
You know what? It didn't.
Okay.
It's like, I'm getting something else. I'm going to look at
Never
something
mind.
else.
You're fine.
No, you're fine.
So I do the classes, I sell all of the products, and I know, and then after I was doing it for probably 2 or 3 years, the big box stores jumped in on the bandwagon of chalk paint. And so I'm competing against them now. So my sales in that have gone down. But it's funny because a few years ago, an employee of one of the box stores actually came in and took a class from me because she needed the knowledge of what they were selling. So when you buy from me, you get my knowledge and help every step of the way. Whether you take a class or you get home and you don't know what you're doing, I'm there. I'm a phone call. That's what makes me different than the big box stores.
Yeah.
I've been using Webster's for 4 years and Fiddy's, and you know, it's what I do every day. So I have the knowledge to help you in your project.
Yeah. And can people, like if somebody signs up to come to class, can they bring a piece?
We
Or
are
do you
gonna
do-
in the beginning class we do a takeaway. So I do
Gotcha.
cabinet doors,
Okay.
and they turn out really cute. We're gonna be working on doing some clay pots with some of the new transfers and molds. I've got some really cool boxes we're gonna do, and then we're also looking at doing. I like people to do the first class. And then we're going to be doing some outdoor classes as the weather cools, where you bring your own
nice.
piece and we'll hang out outside. But I
that's
do
gonna be
require you
awesome.
to do the basic class first,
Yeah.
so you have that
basic knowledge.
That basic knowledge, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it makes it easier for me, and it's not as frustrating for the student
Right.
that they already have a little bit of knowledge going into it. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And Beth, that does brought in the general finishes line, she is starting to teach classes. Her first class is tomorrow.
Really?
So she's going to help me, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So we'll have two instructors
Yeah,
here now.
that
Yeah.
is awesome. So he has everything.
What I don't have here, I may have in the garage, or I have other places that I know that they have warehouses. I have my resources.
You got connections.
I've got
That's what I'm
connections.
talking about.
Yeah.
Connected. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Okay, now kind of off topic because this just happened yesterday.
Yes.
Word on the street is you won an award last night.
Yes, I did.
So let's share kind of officially what happened last night. What you
Well,
won.
I wasn't there. I didn't go. But anyway. I got first place for Best of the Vista for Decor Antiques Award.
Congratulations.
First year they started doing it, I got third. Last year got second. This year got first.
All right,
So continually stepping it up.
that's right, stepping it up every year. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. That is
Yeah.
amazing. As you can see, Cecilia's store is popping. Like, the ladies are in here, they're shopping, they're looking for stuff. This is what this is about. This is why I wanted to do this, because these ladies already obviously know what Cecilia has to offer, what she has in here, but there are a lot of you watching that don't. You might drive down Fry Boulevard, and she is right across the street from Sierra Suites,
Yep.
right next door to Sparks Furniture. Fry and Second.
Yeah, Second, uh-huh.
You might ride by and don't even know what is in here. Well, this is what's in here. This is what's going on. I don't even want to say hidden gem, because you're not hidden anymore. Because you're
Not
on Fry
hidden
now.
anymore. I'm uptown
She's a
now.
gem, up Fry Boulevard gem that you should definitely come and visit. So you've got something else going on.
I do. I support a lot of local vendors within the store, but I don't have room for everybody. And I didn't want to keep turning people away. So I got with the city and asked permission from the owner of the store and of the building and everything. And last month was our first one. It's called Third Sunday City Market. We had 12 vendors. We're open from 10 to 2 on the third Sunday of every month. And we had a lot of people here. It was a lot of fun. In fact, we closed at 2. I didn't get out of here till 3:30.
I believe that.
Yeah.
The
But
third Sunday City Market. Okay.
it's really cool because I don't make requirements. Other than I don't want it to be garage sale type
Right,
stuff,
right.
no use clothing type of stuff. But we have LuLaRoe, we've got jewelry, handbags, handmade soap, artists, photographers. There's coffee, fresh brewed, roasted coffee, handbags that are
Wow.
made. We've got a guy that makes beautiful furniture out of pallet wood. And I think this time we've got some lipsticks, the lip scents.
lip scents,
Lip scents is going to be here. I've got Tupperware people. Gal I think might be here. So just a smattering. Oh, and Windsor hats, and then we get
I love them. Yeah.
we get the scarves and that. So a lot of different. So and this one I know we're going to have 2 furniture people.
Okay.
So some of it's painted, some of it's just going to be raw projects. So that way, I can kind of, and I think it'd be fun. It's fun to have something going on in the community on Sundays.
Yes.
Because the rest of the week is super busy. And so Sparks is closed on Sunday, so we don't interfere with them. And I don't know, it's a lot of fun. And I'd like to see more vendors pop in and people coming to support the community.
So if there are vendors watching that want to get involved in that, they just contact you to find out how they can get on the list, or
You know how simple I am? I do a list because especially with under the awning, there's only so many spots if you don't have a tent. Right now, if you just kind of show up on Sunday, we'll find you a spot to put your tent.
That's awesome.
It's $25.
I love
It's
that.
$25, and the more vendors we get later on, we're going to try to drop that price.
Yeah.
We're just kind of seeing what people are, what the feel is.
What they're responding to.
Yeah. And so I just go around, greet everybody, take payment. Then I go around at the end of the day and see who wants to come back. And last time everybody said they did so amazingly well, they all wanted to come back.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Anybody have any questions?
No, it's beautiful. Thank you.
No interruption. No interruption. So you guys, like I said, Cecilia's got a ton of stuff going on
what?
in the store.
Those are just a find that I found.
Plus the third Sunday.
But
City
I might be
Market
able to find
the
somebody to
third
make
Sunday
them.
of every month. She's got that happening right outside in the parking lot. Awesome.
Yeah.
So while Cecilia's dealing with her customers, we're going to do a quick walk around. That's the register. This is where we're sitting. And we're going to walk around really quick. Just a quick tour so you guys can see the store. We're in the back of the store right now. As you can see, as Cecilia talked about with working with local vendors and other businesses, she's got Judy Wear stuff apparel back here in the corner, and we're just going to walk the entire length of the store so you guys can see what is in here. See, she's got her customers in the front, so I definitely don't want to interrupt her business, but I want you guys to see and really get to experience what it's like to be in here. These huge windows are bringing in this natural light too. That's awesome. So, and it changes all the time because she's always getting new stuff. Like she said, she's going picking often with her husband, going to see what they can find.
It is. Okay. And the reason it doesn't have the handles on the bottom because I didn't like the ones that came with
And these are the pieces that I was looking at while we were sitting. Just all of these different signs on the wall. Just really funky, eclectic stuff. If you are into that, then this is the place for you. This is the place for you. I like this little lamp here with that spring coil thing. I don't know why, it's weird, but I really like it.
So this is
She's got a little bit of everything.
and then this is
A
clear
little
wax
bit of
on
everything
here,
in
and
there.
then the dark wax on here. Okay. And it's all Webster's chalk powder. I didn't tighten those with the just my
Here you
fingers
go.
so far.
My
Yeah.
kids loosen mine up.
Do you know how you fix that?
So this is your space. If you're in Sierra Vista, the corner of Fry and 2nd Street, you're going to leave here inspired, whether you consider yourself to be an artiste or not. So we just did a quick walk around.
Oh, cool.
So they got to see a little bit of everything of what's in here.
It's kind of full right now. I've got more furniture coming in. Beautiful curio cabinet coming in tomorrow.
Really?
Whenever I can get my husband to go pick it up.
On his second job.
He's my
his
mule.
second job. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
That's
Yeah.
awesome though. When you have that support to be able to do what you love.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing. That's priceless.
And now that the weather's cooled a little bit, even though we have a small AC unit in our garage, it still is a little toasty in there. And so now it's cooling down. He goes, well, we'll get some more furniture popped
Yeah.
out. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, he does all my repairs,
That's awesome.
and I mean, I do some of them, but he does the majority. Yeah. And then we have
That's
a
amazing.
shed that you can't walk in either. That's got beds and wood and extra legs and all kinds of parts and pieces. So
Pretty
yeah.
soon you're gonna be expanding.
Oh no.
You don't. It's like,
No.
keep it-
No. My body's already starting to. It's
Starting to tell you.
yeah. My massage therapist says I really need to take a vacation. And yes, I just got back from Montana, but I sanded and stained. Well, my brother-in-law sanded one deck, but 3 decks,
Wow.
and sealed walls and sawed trees
Oh
and
my goodness.
worked in the stream and canoed and hiked. And so yeah, I don't lay around and read books. I like to lay around and read books.
That's why
It's just-
this is what
Yeah.
you're supposed to be doing. This is what you're supposed to be doing.
So I don't. You asked me where I saw myself in 5 years. I don't know. I mean, it depends on how my arms are. If I can still move them. Because I mean, doing
Yeah.
this all day.
Yeah.
And you know who moves this furniture? Me and my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so maybe in 5 years you will have a team of young, able-bodied people,
Well,
and then
we'll
you
see.
can just say, "Okay, I need you to do this on this piece of furniture
all day long.
Yes, do
Yeah.
this." Just
Then I
teach
have to
them how
get.
do it.
Then
Yeah.
I'd have to rent a warehouse for them to work in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't really work in the garage. It's like this. And then I'm like, hey, we have more furniture pickup. My husband's like, where are you gonna put it? And I'm like, I don't know. It's a disease.
Well, the good thing is, like your illness
My
is
illness.
helping other people decorate their homes and do all of these funky things, and then I
So,
guess
but
it's not.
I
as
mean,
bad.
it's the hunt. The hunt is
Yeah.
so much fun. I and I do have a couple pickers. I have people that look for stuff for me,
Mm-hmm.
and that really helps me a lot, especially when I'm here a lot or I'm home,
Yeah. Yeah.
trying to get things done. I'm not always out there, and
Yeah.
so I have other eyes out there helping me. So, so if there is a specific item that somebody's looking for, I put it out to them, and so we will look for people. Do what we
Nice.
can to find something.
Got the
Yeah.
network.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But it's getting harder and harder because more and more people are catching on and doing what I do, you know, and a lot of people do it out of their homes or there's other businesses. So it's a little bit tougher, but it's still out there.
And nobody's you. Nobody can talk. I mean, and for me, that's kind of one of those things, you know, kind of being a small business owner, you kind of think, oh, geez, as soon as I'm doing fine, my business is doing well, somebody jumps in and starts doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But then you have to remind yourself, but they can't do it like me.
I'm different.
You know, and you are. You've got the experience, you know, you've got the time in that everybody just doesn't have. And that says a lot. That means a lot. That carries a lot of weight. I believe it has a lot of value because, again, when they're getting something from you, they're not just getting.
Well, and the other thing is, when I was in college, I actually worked for a furniture refinishing place.
Really? So you've got, that's what I mean. You've got the experience.
That's why I like wax and I don't like polyurethane, because what I did all day long, I was in the dry room, the clean room, and all I did was polyurethane.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I don't like it.
And see, people new to the game don't know that. They don't have that experience.
Yeah.
That's
So then,
you have a
then I
wealth of
did it
knowledge.
out of my garage.
Yeah.
Back, that was 20-some years ago. I was refinishing furniture out of my garage after I didn't work for them anymore.
Wow.
I was doing custom pieces, not painting, but the whole restoration
Yeah.
thing. That's work.
I was going to say, and that's a totally different, to use my favorite Liam Neeson phrase, that's like a totally different set of skills. It's one thing to just find something and throw some paint on it.
Yeah. And
It's
so I do
another
a
thing
little
to
of both.
Restore, yeah.
I do a little of both. Yeah. And throwing a little bit of paint on, but if you get it to where it looks like a showroom piece, that and it's the sanding of the character and the waxing, the finishing that's the hard part.
Yeah.
And actually, painting is too. A lot of students that we have to just work on little techniques a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's a little bit more to it than that, but I mean, I've been doing interior design work for 15 years. And part of that is restoration in homes too.
Yeah.
We've done all of our own. I tile, I can do all that stuff. I don't like to tile, but I can tile. It's a little hard on the arms. God bless them that do that every day. And I used to paint people's walls and do faux painting and landscaping and everything.
And you bring all of that to what you do now.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a kind of a big background.
Yeah, and I think, I would imagine at some point or another, at some point in the day, you're like, oh yeah, I remember when I was tiling, I'm not going to do this way.
Yeah,
like
no.
it all shapes, it informs your work now. And that's the stuff that can't be duplicated.
People used to tell me in our house in Montana, you take one more ball down, the house is going to fall down. I was trying for that open concept.
Simona just jumped on. She said, hey. All right. So, Cecilia, where can the people find you, your hours, things like that before we close out?
So, again, I'm on Fry at 300 East Fry and next door to Sparks, which is also a great furniture store, by the way. And my hours are 11 to 6, Tuesday through Friday, and 10 to 4 on Saturday. Starting in October, we'll be closing at 5 because it starts getting dark, and I don't want I don't like to leave it dark.
Yeah.
So we'll be closing at 5 starting in October.
Okay.
But yeah, and then third Sunday, 10 to 2.
Sunday City Market. That's an awesome idea.
Sunday City Market.
That is
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Cecilia, for
you.
letting me invade the space a little bit for a few minutes. Thank you so much.